Hello everybody, welcome back to the United Way for your Manchester United News Roundup show. Have to say, it's honestly great being back. Again, good old Dino. Wasn't feeling the best these past 3 or 4 days, we'll say. Obviously, we've done the watch along on Sunday, and even through that time, I felt a bit rough around the edges. So, look, Dino's back to his full, well, I wouldn't say full fitness, but he's back there. But yeah, listen, if you before we get stuck into the video, please like if you haven't already, comment your thoughts on the news that we're going to discuss, and hit that big red subscribe button as well. But while you're there, the notification bell, give that a hit as well to be notified every time we publish a video or go live or publish anything really on the channel. And also follow our socials as well, links in the description. It'd be highly appreciated from me and everyone else who supports the channel. Yeah, look, I want to get stuck into this, and as you can see, again, if you don't know how we do the news roundup, we go through all the news that we've seen in the last 24 hours. There's a bit of news that I want to start off with, and I wouldn't say it's the last 24 hours, I'd say it's the last 48 hours. 48 hours we'll go with, not to be exact. And it starts at Old Trafford, and I want to kind of do a separate video about this because, you know, it'd be interesting to get people's kind of views and all that stuff. So I will do a separate video with this about Old Trafford. So coming out from Telegraph, Solskjaer and Ratcliffe wants Manchester United to create the Wembley of the North under bold plans for a spectacular new stadium. Telegraph Ducker has also said sources close, yes, to Solskjaer and Ratcliffe. We think the fans will be quite happy to accept a brand new stadium if we stay where we are. It is estimated that expanding the current Old Trafford could cost at least £800 million and potentially more, while a new ground could be in the region of £1.5 billion to £2 billion. Now, look, I'm a big Manchester United fan, as everyone knows. Old Trafford, look, I was there when we played Luton, and I've been there many times before and since. It is a bit rough around the edges. There's a lot to be done at Old Trafford. But I don't know how I feel about being knocked down, you know. I just don't know if it has the same feeling. You know what I mean? I know, listen, Old Trafford, it's many years old. And it's a stadium with a lot of history. And it'd be a shame to see it, you know, being knocked down if it did come to that. And look, it's always been the conversation, even with the Glazers, you know, what are we going to do at Old Trafford? Are we going to fix it up? Or are we just going to knock it down and rebuild the stadium in the same area? And I've always been straight with this and very vocal with this and said, I don't want us to knock down Old Trafford. I just don't see why. And I don't know, again, many people may say, oh, I wouldn't mind seeing Old Trafford being knocked down. That's your opinion, and that's totally fine. I respect that, just like I deal with everything else. But my personal opinion is I just wouldn't be the biggest fan of Old Trafford being knocked down. I think it'd be a shame. You know, you're not going to go to a new stadium and, you know, call it the Stretford End. It's not. It'll be called, but is it really going to be called the Stretford End? It'll be called it, but will it have that feeling? Old Trafford, to me, it's probably one of the most historic stadiums in world football, and I just don't want to see it being knocked down. That's just what I think. If you disagree, let us know and let me know in the comments, and that's totally fine if you disagree, you know. But I just wouldn't be the biggest fan of it. Yeah? To, you know, to fix it and expand it, it costs not far from just knock it down and rebuilding it. I understand where Solskjaer is coming from. And I'm not sure the fans would be some fans would be like, you know, yeah, I'm on board. It's time for a new change. You know, we want change and we can't stick to the past. That's fair enough. But I just couldn't bring... Again, if it did get knocked down, I wouldn't come on here and start saying this about Ratcliffe and this about this and that. I wouldn't come on here, you know, throwing shapes or saying the ABCs. Wouldn't be doing that by any stretch. I'd be a bit gutted. I'd be like, you know, like that's a very historic stadium, and you can see it there, you know, and you have the the railway line behind it. Just wouldn't be me, you know. Again, like I said, I was there not too long ago, and it is a bit rough, you know. On the TV, you're looking at it and you think, yeah, it looks lovely, you know, lovely stadium, nothing wrong with it. But when you're there in the stadium, and I've been in the stadium many times, you're there and you're thinking, stadium, you know, it's, you know, you can tell it hasn't been taken care of under the Glazers. And it's a shame that those scum Glazers have actually let it get to that, you know, stage. You know, leaking roof, the speakers aren't even top notch. You look at, you know, around Old Trafford, you look at the facilities, you look at the roof even. I know, a leaking roof. The roof on the Bobby Charlton stand. It could do it. Old Trafford outside looks lovely, magnificent. But when you're inside Old Trafford, there's a lot of work to be done. I don't know why we would extend it. Just fix the minor issues. Fix the issues that are at Manchester United. Roof. You have the roof. You have the speakers. A lot of things do need to be done. And again, I would like Manchester United to actually put out a big poll. Like, imagine if Ratcliffe said to whoever runs admin on the United socials or whatever and said, right, put out, would you like to see a new stadium? Yes or no? Let us know. I'd love that. I'd say no. But that's just me. And you don't have to agree. I can deal with that. I can physically and mentally deal with that. But in my personal opinion, I just couldn't, you know, call Old Trafford. It wouldn't be called Old Trafford. It'd be called New Trafford, you know, the Theatre of Dreams, you know, whatever you want to call it. I just don't think it'd have the same feeling. And, you know, look at it in this way. I think my Old Trafford has a lot more history than Anfield, but how would City fans feel, or Liverpool fans feel, or Chelsea fans feel if their stadiums are being knocked down with history that is there? Or the Emirates. I know Tottenham knocked down the White Hart Lane, but let's be honest, there wasn't really much issue there to kind of dwell on. You know, no disrespect to sport, but that's just my initial opinion. But look, let us know what you think. Would you like to see Surgeon rebuild a new stadium? Knock down Old Trafford, rebuild a new one? Let us know in the comment section below. It'd be much appreciated to get your opinion. And look, I feel like I will get people saying, you're not even a Man United fan. Why? If I'm not a Man United fan, how come on Old Trafford to stay for a history? Make it make sense, you know? But yeah, look, let's move on. It's more about Sir Ratcliffe, the man himself, which I'm actually a big fan of what he's doing at the moment. And go back to this, I didn't want him to come in. You're proving Dean already. Keep it up, Jim. So, a lifelong Man United fan, Sir Ratcliffe wants to leave a legacy and a stadium worthy of one of the world's greatest clubs. Is one of them. According to people close to the situation, Sir Ratcliffe is a man in a hurry, says a source. He is 71 years old and wants to take action. This is an opportunity to leave a huge legacy at Manchester United. This come from Mike Keegan. Sir Ratcliffe is getting down to business at Manchester United as Ineos awaits regulatory, you know what I'm trying to say, approval for their stake from the Premier League. Other figures from Ineos are understood to be spending extensive time in Manchester as the Petrochemicals Group, could have butchered that one, continue their audit of United amid planned structural change. Sir Ratcliffe, according to the Muppet, Sir Ratcliffe's 25% stake in Manchester United is close to being ratified by the Premier League. The approval could come as early as this week. Look, listen, I'm actually, you know, I like what Ratcliffe is doing. I like what he's trying to do. I like his ideas. I understand the Old Trafford idea. I understand every single bit of Ratcliffe's ideas. Not totally, but I understand it from a fan perspective. He makes me, every time, he don't think smart. He's a smart, intelligent man. He knows what he's trying to do. He's trying to put the right people in place before we look to the pitch. I know I'm a fan of that. You're not going to have success on the pitch if the people off the pitch can't run the club. The people off the pitch are the reason why, not the reason, but are some of the reason why there's success on the pitch, because you have a good board, you have a good structure at the club, and that's what we need. Bringing in Barada. Brailsford seems to be doing a good job. Ratcliffe seems to be doing a good job. Jean-Claude Blanc, he's kind of the yes and no man. He's where Ratcliffe put him. Well done. Smart man. Whether it be Dan Ashworth coming in or Paul Mitchell coming in as director of football. Again, back to the Muppet Manchester United are very, very close to appointing the new director of football. Ineos are just waiting for the Premier League ratification. I'm all up for it. Whether that's the Dan Ashworth or the Paul Mitchell, I'm happy enough. I'm happy enough. But I feel like out of the two, I honestly think we get Dan Ashwood, because we did a new show not too long ago where Brailsford really, really, really likes Dan Ashwood, and I'll be up for that. I would not complain about Dan Ashwood or Paul Mitchell, because I just have to sit here patiently and calm and excitingly, if there are even words, and be a fan of what they're going to bring in at Manchester United. That's all I have to do. Just see what happens. Sit back, see what they do, and then let's hope we see the progress fairly soon. Let's hope transfers improve, selling players improve, decisions improve, everything improves. We want to see everything improving from top to bottom. That's the way it goes. But it just no. And yeah, like I was saying, I'm a fan of what Ratcliffe is trying to do at Man United, and just has to make the right decisions. He was at the, call me crazy, but he was at the Munich anniversary yesterday. The Glazers weren't there. Says to be honest, they're lazy piece of shits. They're too busy in America getting money from Manchester United, and yeah, they just don't care about the club. Simple as. But yeah, we'll move on and talk about Christian Eriksen. So according to Sky, Christian Eriksen will stay at Manchester United until the summer, despite interests from Galatasaray. Eriksen is understood to be happy at United and focused on the rest of the campaign. Galatasaray have decided against making an approach for Eriksen in the final days of the Turkish transfer window, but they will likely step up their interest in the Man United's midfielder in the summer, Rod Dawson. Now, look, I wouldn't mind us selling Eriksen. We brought him in, had a good fourth season. Didn't really this season, not really getting in the team, especially with how Mainoo's playing, and obviously Casemiro's back. Then we brought in McTominay's probably got a lot of more game time than Eriksen. Amrabat and Eriksen probably have equal game time. You don't really get a lot of game time. So for me, I wouldn't mind us selling him, but I want to get a bit of money from him. That's exactly what I want. I want us to get a bit of money for Christian Eriksen. 5, 10, 15, 20 mil. We signed him 2 summers ago. Let's at least try and get 15 mil from him. Let's see what happens there. Well, look, that's been the news show. News roundup. And look, she'll be back again tomorrow with more. Let us know what you think about Old Trafford. Should we knock it down and rebuild it? Ericsson, Ratcliffe. Let us know in the comments. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll speak to you on the next one.